What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. For those of you that are new, we're going to be talking about the cancers. I have here a slight description of the cancers. I'm going to read that all for you guys. Listen to them. Symbolized by the crab, which seeks shelter in its own shell, cancers feel most supported in the comforts of their own home. Known for being intuitive, sensitive, and attuned to the cycles of the moon, they are often artistically and musically inclined. They are also extremely loyal and protective of those they care about, so much so that it can be hard to pull them away from their loved ones. Don't you dare mess with their friends or family, or else you'll get those pinchers, right? That's just a slight description of the cancers. Let's begin. This is going to be coming from the Kipper's fortune telling deck. Actually, I prefer to put it like this because I feel like you guys can see it clearer, right? It's going to be coming from there. And let's begin here, right? Spirit, what do we have for the cancers? What do we have? All right, first one we have for you guys is great fortune, right? So great fortune could be coming onto your way, or you could be seeking the different mentality of what great fortune truly means to you, right? This could be things of, you know how like in life you try to do what everybody else is doing to earn monetary gain, to believe in that these trophies or these materials will make you happy, and you realize that's not real fortune. Real fortune is happiness, freedom, releasing anxiety, depression, all of that stuff, being able to control your life. That's real fortune, right? Because with time you have everything, right? So we're going to be talking about this on this channel a lot when it comes on to mentality and allowing yourself to change your mindset. You could change your living arrangements, and you can be able to seek out happiness within your situation until you get to a point in your life where you start to be able to control everything, right? So this is pretty much where we're at. But yeah, great fortune is going to be coming, or you're going to be seeking out great fortune. You're going to be understanding what great fortune means to you, and this is a personal thing, right? What means something to somebody else might not have the same effect on you. So it's important to recognize this as more of a personal visual for your sake, right? So we have great fortune. What's next for the cancers? We have child, right? Child can represent a physical child, or it could be also meaning rebirth or a new beginning, right? Because children are typically, when someone's a child, they're normally young, innocent, not really, they're new, they're fresh, right? So it's like that in a sense. It's a way of a new beginning, right? So we could piggyback off of this great fortune deck, and we could say, well, when it comes on to great fortune, you could be finding new ways and new ways of achieving these great fortunes. Like I said, this is pertaining to you personally, because not everything is going to seek out as fortunate as somebody else would, right? So we're just talking about you personally. This can indicate there's new ways to becoming great fortunate. There's new beginnings. You're gonna have new ideas, new ways of doing things, right? Growing up, I'm giving an example. Growing up, I used to do this thing where we used to do it as a family. We used to clean the house Saturdays and Sundays. Not saying I have anything wrong with that, but as I became an adult and as I started to clean my own environment, I've realized, me personally, I enjoy cleaning an hour a day, or Monday to Friday, and then weekends I can have fun. So it's kind of like the opposite. Like, I used to clean on the weekends when I used to stay with my people. And not, like I said, I'm not saying that nothing's wrong with that. But me personally, I'd rather take an extra hour away from television or whatever and clean my house. Like, say I have 3 hours of free time, I would take an hour to clean. That way on the weekend it's free. You know what I mean? And I'll clean each room throughout the week. Now, this doesn't pertain to your reading at all, but that's just some advice. I found new ways of making my life a lot more fortune, right? If that makes sense. And I'm not talking about monetary fortune, but I'm talking about just, great, you feel good about it. That's just me personally. I feel good about doing it that way. So it's just new ways. You're gonna brainstorm, you're gonna find new ways, new systems and things like that to kind of help your life a little bit better, right? So new ways provided for your great fortune. What else do we have for the cancers? Okay, so we have a message of concern. Now, this could be a bill notice and things like that. You could be receiving a letter. This could be something that can often put you in a depressive state. You know what I'm saying? Something of concern, meaning that there's a text that can be coming your way. There is energies that can probably get involved in that. Now, on the other end, let's say one of your people sends you, as you see the thing has frozen. Don't worry about that side. Let's say your people, right? I'm even scoop down for y'all. Okay, y'all can see me. There you go. See, yeah, 2 cameras, reliable. Now, let's say you're 2 people. Let's say you have a person, you have a family member. I don't want to move the camera because I don't want to mess it up in case this one comes back on. Let's say you have a family member and they send you a text. Sometimes that text might say like, this happened or so and so happened. I won't speak nothing to existence, but let's say something negative happened. That person specifically might have not had bad intentions to it, so it's important not to relate that on to damn person. Like, oh, that person shouldn't have sent me this while I was working, while I was on my journey, while I was happy. It's up to us to take this information and take it in a way where it's just an experience, right? It's important to not let something that might have happened on the outside of your control, like something outside of your home, like somebody passes away or whatever the case is. Try to take that as a way of working through those type of situations. Like, use it as a build-up phase. Don't get into a point where you feel like you gotta you're now upset and things like that. You don't want to be upset. You want to go ahead and work through that and just understand that's life. That's life. Life is going to happen when good things come, negative things often come as well, right? And that's just how it goes. Okay, we're back on. Hold on. Y'all see me? Y'all see me, right? This is a perfect example, right? My laptop first, but I use that as an opportunity to try to find a way to still deliver this message. So that's how life goes. Life is gonna come with concerns. Messages comes with concerns. Gonna come in email, through text, through call, all of that. Try not to target the person, like they say, don't shoot the messenger. Try not to target the person that sent it to you, but just kind of look at it like, okay, you know what? It's life. Let's move on. Let's see how we can go about it in a way that we can learn from it and we just experience it, right? So just keep that in mind when it comes on to your fortune and when you're going through these new beginnings, these new attributes in life. Be on the lookout. I've made a habit to myself where I've known that I've understood that as I get older, my peoples get older, right? That is just the reality. And I try to prepare my mentality for if something were to happen. Now, I have previously lost my grandma, you feel me, a year ago or so forth. And I worked through that pretty, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of showed me like reality. So it's like, all right, moving forward, as I get older, I realize that other people get older as well. So even though good things are happening in my life, on the outside of my home, I know that other things can be happening negatively or positively. People are being affected. And I just take that in consideration each day. So while you're on this journey, just try your best not to seek it as, oh, this happened. Man, messes me up. No, don't let it mess you up. It's life. Things are going to happen. Negative things will come your way or potentially will come your way. I don't want to say will because I don't want to manifest into your life. But it potentially might happen or may occur. This is just how life works. It's a balance, right? It's a balance. Negative things and positive things are meant to balance each other out. Just like when people die, people are born. So keep this in mind, right? Don't let it affect your goals. Just look at it as, okay, it's life. Deal with it. How you deal with it. I don't want to say any phrase because I don't want to manifest this, but just do whatever obligation you need to do at that, whatever moments that you have to do them, and use that as fuel to keep pushing. Like, oh, I'm going to keep pushing for this person or whatever the case is, right? So just keep that in mind. All right. Next one. What do we have for the Cancers? All right, next one we have for you guys is high honor. Right? Hold on. Okay, so yeah. So look, the one thing about this, right? I want to relate this to obligations. Handling your duties, whatever they might be. Hold yourself in high honor. Hold yourself in high regards. I talked about this on the last video. I believe it was Sagittarius. I'm not too sure. Y'all should go check that video out. But I talked about this when it comes on to people believing that when you're free and you have freedom, if you're young enough to where you could still contribute to the world, or even if you're older, if you're an older soul, I encourage people to teach, if anything. You know what I mean? When you're a certain age, teach your wisdom. Do not take, yeah, you want to take it with you, but don't don't be selfish. You feel me? I want to know some information about what happened back in your days. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just being honest. Like, I'm just being honest. So it's like, in that way of thinking, when you leave a certain position to go to a certain, excuse me, bit my tongue, to go to a certain position to where you feel like you don't want to work or somewhere anymore, I encourage you guys to still add value in some sort of way. Create videos, do whatever. Create some type of value to people so that they can obtain that value, so that they can make themselves a better person, or whatever the case is, right? So provide some type of value leading up to your last day, please. Like this is my plea to you guys, right? Because when you're a human, you want to have some sort of, you want to feel, or at least I think that we should want to feel included. We should want to be productive in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because we're only here when it's like, we're not a rock. We're a human being. We have a soul. We have a soul to fulfill, things like that. So you want to be of value. You know what I mean? So it's like, nobody's saying you got to work all extremely hard and things like that, but it's just a matter of providing some sort of value to others to help them and assist them. So kind of holding yourself at high honors, holding yourself in high regard. Y'all see military, you know what I'm saying? I have my little fair share with the regiment. I've completed my years as far as where I'm from, and I spoke on this a few videos. But disregarding my personal situation, I'm just coming to you guys to tell you it is, you know, it's a prideful moment when it comes on to handling your obligations and handling your responsibilities. If you're a parent, making sure your kids are sorted. If you're an adult, making sure your hygiene's up to date, making sure that you greet people with respect and things like that. It's just holding all your obligations as a person, as a human, at high regards, right? The same way we look at the Most High, God, Jesus, people that you may associate as the higher power, whoever that may be, you look at them in high regards. You expect great things from them. So it's the same way with you guys as well, right? Expecting great things of yourself and putting yourself in a high level thinking and a high energetic scene, and being obligated to those situations as well. You tell yourself you're gonna do something, do it. Get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the moments. Enjoy those moments, because you never know when it's your last day. But put yourself in a high regard. Be somebody of quality, not much of quantity. I mean, sorry. Wait, I said it right? Yeah. Focus on being someone of quality. I mean, quantity will come because you're gonna get more and more and more as time goes on. It's like a hoarder or something. You ever see people on the TV shows that just hoard stuff? They like collecting items. That's not wrong. I mean, let them collect the items. Who cares? But try to focus in your life of quality. There's no limit on how much stuff you can have, but it's just about quality. When you give your work, when you provide your services, when you talk to people respectfully and things like that, most people want some of an energy. They want a certain energy. So if you want a certain energy, most times you gotta make that energy. You gotta reciprocate it. If the first, how can I put this? Actually, I'm not even gonna go too deep into that because I feel like I'm just gonna go down just wait on her, and we got to get back to it. But just holding yourself in an honorable position. All right. Let's see what's next for the Cancers. All right, we have bad health. Again, look, don't be scared. It's life. Bad health can come into place with these. Now, I'm doing a deck of 8, and it is falling under good fortune. Here's what I want you guys to understand about this. This falls under this. Good fortune. Great fortune is coming. Bad health. You need to start focusing on things that make you happy. This is exactly why I said earlier about great fortune depends on you. I don't care how much money, I don't care if you make billions. Don't focus your time on making money and forget about your health. Because what's going to happen is when you're in this hospital bed, God forbid that happen to you. Trust me, I don't want nothing to happen to y'all. But when y'all in this hospital bed, or if someone that was chasing all that fast life, when they're in this hospital bed, that money can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that your great fortune is satisfiable. So when you're at your last day, or when you have a bad health, or God forbid you to have bad health, but in general, if somebody had bad health, they can actually say, you know what? I'm satisfied. I done all I needed to do. I was productive. I helped people. I'm waiting for my maker to come and take me because my life is fulfilled. It's only when people they don't want to leave this earth because they feel like they haven't fulfilled. So don't wait until not you, but don't wait until someone's in a position that where they can enjoy what they have to enjoy what they have. See what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. All right. What's next for the Cancers? We have main male, right? So you can be seeking this alpha energy. You could be seeking to have a main male, or for my females, you could be seeking to have one main male. Look at the background. Very historic, right? When I say historic, not old, but historic as in they have history behind him. You see the pictures in the background. You see all of these little details. You see the fireplace. Remember I talked about quality. And I'm not saying that because like, oh, just because his dress nice is a man of quality. No. Look at how the house is set up. Look at the representations. I talked to my wife about this, right? If people listen, let me tell you something, right? If people's telling you guys stuff that is about nonsense, meaning it ain't going better you do the math. Okay, if I do this and this gets me in this place, why would I even do it in the first place? If you don't want to get there, why would I do it? You see what I'm saying? When you start to, I don't care if it's music, I don't care if it's movies, television, whatever, don't be influenced to do things that isn't of quality. See, and I'm not going to bring up race or nothing like that, but I will say that is a lot of times in certain communities, and I say areas, like certain areas, like y'all know if y'all go to a certain place or a certain country, somewhere in the world, they live differently. They think differently. Like, okay, for an example, you might be in a city and water flows through sewers, and you're told not to drink the water that comes out of your faucet, your tap, right? But let's say you're on a valley and there's streams of water just flowing by your feet. You're gonna drink it. In fact, your parents are probably there grabbing the barrels. I'm not trying to be racist or nothing, but they grab the barrels and stuff and they take it to their heads and stuff like that, and they just kind of carry it. And it's just natural, like from what I've seen, very natural, laid back. I haven't been there personally, but you have online, they have videos, taking videos and stuff like that. So it's like, if that's how people's living, and then people's living in the city, it's like people is taught different ways, right? Of course, I mean, we have to be adaptive, right? Otherwise we won't survive. But it's a matter of saying, look, I want quality in life. I don't care if I don't get quantity. I don't care if I don't get the best things in life as far as what society deems as the best, but move with quality. Because quality attracts quality stuff. Quality restaurants attract quality customers, right? Quality service attracts quality customers, right? So move with quality. Be that person, male or female. This is male. I don't care. Male or female. Be that person that people be to a point where you could take somebody's voice or opinion of you, and it'll override somebody else with money. That's when you know that you're doing all right? It was a point where I didn't have really much as far as finances goes, but if somebody's gonna talk about me, and if let me tell you something. They could lie because they could have some type of ill intentions towards me. But you look at the ratio. If 10 people, and I'm not bragging or none of that, but I know what I came in this world to do. If 10 people say this about Michael, they be like, oh, this is about Michael. And if you have one or two of them people that talk craziness, you could kind of look at them other 8 people and say, okay, them 2 people they something went wrong in that situation, whether it's me or them, I don't know. I'm not here to try to point fingers. Something went wrong. Them 2 didn't get along. But other than 10 people, 8 of them decided he's a good person. Cool. Let's give him this little situation, this little opportunity or whatnot, whether it's a job, whether it's a training camp, I don't know, whatever it is, right? My point is, be to a point where someone's validation overrides somebody else with money. Meaning if it's 2 people, you go to a situation to get an opportunity, a job, or whatever the case is, and another person's got no, not even a job. Because we're talking about money. you go to buy a house. Somebody else is there that got big money. They got pockets full, all of that. You over there, you just about got it, but you got so much validation on you about how you're a good person, clean environment, all of that good stuff. And this person, I'm not gonna talk about this person. Let's say this person is God's died, but they ain't like how you are. You feel me? They got all the bread, they can pay the bills and all of that, but they ain't got the stamp. You got that stamp. And that's quality over quantity. No, a lot of people these days don't really care because you know how much people is bragging about money? Everybody's got money. Oh, I got money. Money's floating around apparently because everybody's bragging about this. If everybody's got money, why does the money matter? See what I'm saying? Why does money matter? But humans will always come back to reality and always idolize those people with quality, right? Because that's exactly why if you look at how people pass away, people still talk about them people because they hold on to the idea of that person being so great and things like that, even though that person's not even her. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way of it. It's just a way of how it goes. Where I feel like as long as you have quality, you always be alright. I ain't gonna say you're always gonna get everything you want, right? Because sometimes they say nice guys finish last, but you'll be alright. You'll be still around. You'll be living. You'll be doing your thing. You'll be at peace with yourself because you know you did everything you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, right? So being a man male or having a man male, whatever the case is for females, right? What's next for the Cancers? And I've been like dwelling on saying this because I don't know if this is appropriate for me to say this or not. But the only reason I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the only reason why I'm able to come on here confidently and talk to you guys is because I've decided to live life. Like I have arrangements what time I'm coming on her. After I shot this thing off, I'm not on social media, so that's why I sound like natural. Like it's not forced or nothing like that. And I'm confident to say that to you guys. So it's like I'm gonna be on her for some time. Feel me? Because I come here with a purpose, you know, and I'm not gonna say I won't be happy if you feel me, y'all help me out or whatever, like feel me, support the channel and stuff. But at the same time, I have to have my intentions right. I have to, what is the reason for me being online? What is the reason for it? What is the reason for me doing anything? Like I have to start to look at it that way because I want to be a man of quality. I ain't gonna say I don't enjoy quality. I mean quantity of items and things like that. But it's like, you know, when I pass away, what am I gonna leave behind type of thing. So it's been eating me inside to just speak that real quick because I be feeling I can see the difference from it, how I'm delivering these messages and things like that, because I had to get my intention right before I continued these type of videos. So I'm back and better than ever, as we all should be, right? But let's get it. Cancers. All right, we have house for you guys, right? So a beautiful home. Now the reason why I'm not gonna say mansion is because you guys realize on this channel, I 50-50, practical and spiritual. I believe that in order for you to obtain materials or goods and things like that, you gotta have a belief system. Even if you don't have a belief system, then most likely you're not spiritual, right? If you have a belief system, you're most likely spiritual. That's how that's my personal input to it, right? So I look at it as a nice house. It don't matter if you have 2-bedroom, whatever, apartment, whatever. You have a nice crib. You have quality, like I was talking about. You see, it's painted nice. We're gonna talk about general things on this specific house. We're not gonna talk about the gate and all that, but they keep this place up, right? You got the I'm looking up here because I got the camera up here. You got the garden done up. You know, everything. There's no leaves just blown or I'm not like no disrespect to people that have leaves in the yard. I have leaves outside right now that I need to sort out. But today is my I was telling you, did I tell y'all? I don't know if I told y'all. I was telling somebody, some video. I mean, I don't know why I be referring to these as people. I'm really talking amongst myself right now because ain't no real conversation. But I was saying on a video about me, how I do my cleaning schedule. I don't recall if this was this video particularly, but today is transportation day, so I gotta go outside and handle my transportation, clean it, keep it up to date. As well as I'm probably gonna do my yard. So I have leaves in my yard right now. So it's not like, and I'm not dissing nobody that has no leaves, but yeah, you're sorting out them obligations. You're making sure things get cut, this gets trimmed up, painting, all of that good stuff. You feel me? A quality home. Um, you ever been to a house when you was growing up that feels so good you just want to stay there? A lot of times it ain't even because the house is nice. I mean, you probably have a bigger house at home, but it's probably like, oh, they always keep it clean. Because it's energies. I mean, if you go into a hotel or any place that's dirty, you're not. It don't matter how nice that place is. If it has bed bugs, you gonna get up out of there. You could have been in this water bed or this Tempur-Pedic bed. It don't matter. Like you gonna get up out of there because bed bugs. Who wants bed bugs in this stuff? So it's like, I'm no disrespect to people, but I mean you got to get your stuff together. I'm not gonna sit there and act like that's cool. Like no, and you shouldn't have bed bugs. Get rid of that mattress and buy a new one. Like no, for real. Like or get a blow up bed. Like it's better than having. You don't want to have creatures crawling in your bed. That ain't a good sleep. So it's like that's the point. That's the point. And bed bugs happen. I think either when dirt or whatever gets on your bed. I'm not a doctor or nothing, but I'm pretty sure the only way you can really have bed bugs is when dirt gets in your bed, meaning you ain't like washing before you get in your bed. You coming with dirty clothes thrown on your bed, or like if it's ill, and sometimes you just need to get a new mattress. Like things just need to be renewed. Like that's when you feel good. You know what I mean? That's when you just feel nice. When you hop into a nice set of clothes, who don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Who don't feel nice having new things. So it's like, all right, cool. But yeah, sorting out them obligations. You know, when you go into a hotel room, you want that hotel room to be nice. You're paying for it, so you might as well have it be nice, right? So it's not about the size of the place or the fancy things. It's just the obligations that we're looking at. We're looking at a nice yard, cut yard. Things are just up to date. Windows are shining. So I'm picking up. Just take care of your home, wherever that is. If you show gratitude, God will bless you. I'm not gonna be up here telling you guys or what I have or what I don't have. No, I'm not here to brag or boast. None of that. I'm not nobody but you. I'm the same thing like you, right? I ain't gonna say I would grow up poor and none like that, but you feel me? I had my little trials and tribulations as everybody. I might have had more or less than other people, right? So it's not about me specifically, but I can say with confidence that if you appreciate and you show gratitude to what you have and you take care of what you have, when God's ready and sees that you're ready to be blessed, He'll bless you with something else. You feel me? He'll bless you with something bigger, or He'll bless you with something different. It don't have to be bigger, because sometimes you can go smaller. You can go from a big something like this that was like run down. You had all this debt. You know what I'm saying? There's many people with mansions that are in debt. Trust me, their business failed, all of that stuff. And you know, God help those people's souls. For real, I don't see nobody hurt for real if they didn't deserve it. But let's say something went wrong in their business or whatever, and it failed. Okay, cool. God's gonna move them from this. Let's say this mansion it wasn't like this. It was just like complete rugged. It was trash. Like the windows was broken, and everything. It's gonna move from there to a nice 3-4 bedroom in the community. You know what I'm saying? I have the community gates. It's the rent on in size, but it went up in quality. That's why we talk about quality a lot, right? So keep that in mind. Just focusing on those things. Take care of your house, making sure, you know what I mean? Making sure your house is nice. Because when your house is nice, you feel nice. That's just how it is. Alright. Cancers. We have despair. Despair came out for you guys. This is an energy that you feel like you're lost. You feel like, or you come across people that feel like life is useless. Life is pointless. Don't let yourself get into this energy. Smile. Just do this. Just smile. Like just focus on the positive. Focus on, hey, at least you got a dog next to you. No, I'm so serious. Like, you see how they say not hiring? Here's what I would say. And they say this all the time. Volunteer. This is how I look at it. I'm so serious. If you have to go back home anyway and you still have to use lights, whether you don't pay the light bill or not, you still have to use lights because you're getting showers and all of that. If you volunteer at places, it gives you a meaning to life. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning, and it keeps you on go. Don't be in the mentality of feeling like you do something, you get something. Sometimes you have to do things, and I'm not obviously not talking about something nasty and not like craziness like that. But if sometimes you have to do things until a point where you no longer have to do them, meaning volunteer, give yourself purpose. Get into that mentality. I'm not saying it's gonna make you rich, none of that. And that's why you shouldn't be doing things if you have bad intentions behind it. Do it because you want to be a good purpose in life. You want to have good purpose. I've had situations in my life, but I no longer do them. It doesn't mean that they was bad or good. It just means that I chose different other revenues or other things to do with my time. You know what I mean? With my 24 hours. And I fulfill my purpose there, you know? So don't ever get into this slump, because this slump ain't gonna get you nowhere where you're trying to go. It's just gonna be in bed. If you're in bed sleeping, I mean, that eviction notice is coming soon because you ain't paying your bills, your mortgage, your rent, however you pay for a roof over your head. You ain't paying none of that, so eventually you're gonna get kicked out. So you might as well be productive. At least if you ain't making no money, at least you could say that, oh well, at least I have somewhere to go every day. It's the human nature of us that we gotta be productive. We can't get into this state. As soon as you see yourself get into that state, find a different way. Like, you know what? I'd rather just go to work for free if I ain't gonna work at all. And it sounds like some slavery stuff, but it's not, because it's your choice. You're choosing to go and apply yourself in a way that's productive, and that way you have more chances of getting a job. Because I can talk to you guys about resumes. When people give you that, oh man, this person, they're writing a report on you. Yo, this person would come in on time, and you know what I'm saying. You're being a quality individual, yeah. And we need to pay this person cent, and they're working hard and they're doing what they, and you take that holds more weight than anything. Because if you're working a job, you're obligated to come in. What you mean you're coming in on time? You want a reward for that? You're supposed to. That's what's on your contract. We pay you for your time. You come in on time. That's how you get your paycheck, right? But if you're a volunteer, right, and you show up, they're like, yo, you didn't have to show up 10 minutes early. You ain't even getting paid for you being here for 4 hours. Why are you here for 10 minutes? Oh, great, you ready to start? Cool, let's get it. They will sign off on that. That holds just as much weight as a degree. A degree basically is a piece of paper that says that you have the responsibilities, and I'm not saying that if you went up against somebody with a degree that you'll get the job, but if people are there that have degrees, they'll look at that and respect that, because they like, you know, hey, you know, he came in or she came in, she did her thing. I'm just trying to get you guys not to get into this rut, because this ain't going to do nothing positive for you, for real. So if you're in despair, you're in depression, go for a walk, shake that off, shake that energy off. Just smile, make your cheekbones feel you, and just smile. Just do something. Start on a journey. Find things that you can be grateful for. Okay, I ain't got nothing, but I got life. What would I rather have? Would I rather have everything in this world and be dead and can't enjoy it, or would I rather have life, have breath in my body, and be able to obtain that? I at least have an opportunity to obtain things. If you're dead, you can't have an opportunity to enjoy nothing because you're dead. Right? So just think of it like that. I'm just trying to get you guys to think differently about your life so you can move forward in a better, positive way. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I understand that these videos do have a negative effects and things like that. They do play. But my specific niche that I like to do is I like to think positive, because when I was in negative situations, thinking positive got me where I am today. And I'm not in no fancy plays and that. I don't care about all that. That's not my point I'm trying to make. And that's when you focus on that, that's when you just end up right back in the same situation. Don't even worry about all that. My point is, the reason why I'm saying that is because I have to put it into perspective so that hopefully it generalizes to where it motivates you guys and encourages you guys to have discipline and be a hard worker and, you know, focus on yourselves and build that quality. You know, so things like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, be blessed, stay up, and keep on pushing. See y'all later. See y'all later. See y'all soon.